What up, my beautiful black people? Welcome to Black People Politics Network. I'm Mr. Red. So let's talk about Texas for a second. See, the GOP, they thought they were slick. They rigged the maps, carved up districts, and handed Trump 5 seats on a silver platter just because he told them to bend over and they took it. And I can't believe people voted for people like this, because how can you go for somebody who is just going to capitulate to everything, right? No checks, no balances. But I digress. They celebrated like they just checkmated democracy. But see, the thing about cheating the system is, eventually, it catches up with you. And now, those same rigged maps could cost them 10 seats. Ain't that some shit? In their attempt to try to cheat their way into power, they may have just set themselves up for the ultimate FAFO, and you know I'm here for it. We got more to talk about. Let's strap in. Let's get after it. When Texas gerrymandered those districts, they were banking on one thing: Trump's fake surge with Hispanic voters. That's right. They drew maps around that illusion, expecting Hispanic folks to keep lining up with the GOP. But here's the truth. People can only be lied to and used for so long. Trump's policies, from crude immigration stunts to gutting economic programs to racially profiling Hispanic people, we hope will be the bridge that Trump burned forever.
I told you guys months ago that the Texas maps could backfire because Republicans assumed that Trump's 2024 gains among Hispanic voters would hold up. This is why they keep saying they're poised to pick up 5 seats. But did you know that 4 of those 5 new districts are majority Hispanic districts? They cover areas that until 2024 were considered safe for Democrats. In fact, one of those new districts is actually safer for the House Democrat who represents it than it was in 2024. That's because they had more split-ticket voters. They drew the districts based on Trump's vote percentage, not Democrats. That's because these voters were Trump voters, not Republican voters. For whatever reason, they voted for his energy and his personality, not his policies. But now the tide is turning, because there's one thing personality can't outweigh: the economy. Turns out people turn on you real quick when you start costing them money, and that is exactly what is happening. They polled Hispanic voters in Texas after Trump's first 100 days, and they already had a 61% disapproval rating, 2 points worse than among Hispanics nationwide. And just this week, Reuters confirmed it's dropped even further.
Now, I gotta say it, Hispanic folks, y'all should have listened, okay? Black people tried to tell you, we've seen this play before. We told you Trump and the GOP will never fully and truly stand with you. It was all a ploy to get your votes so they could do all this horrible shit that they're doing now. And they've always been doing horrible shit because they don't know how to run a country. And I'm gonna continue making those videos to keep showing you all that they are fucking terrible. They're just good liars. We told you their family values stop where your family begins. And now the same hatred that they have for us is now knocking on your door. What are you gonna do? If you truly want to stand with black people and then get back in black people's graces, it's gonna take more than marching. It's gonna take for you all to show some action. And part of that action is gonna be in the voting booth. Every able-bodied Hispanic person should be at that damn poll voting against Donald J. Trump and his racist administration and policies. If you can't do that, then you're not for us, and you're definitely not for this damn country. Now here's where it gets a little interesting. Some folks are saying maybe the Texas Democrats played a little chess of their own. And you're like, how is that possible?
You mean to tell me Texas Republicans did all of that for gerrymandering so they could get 5 seats, right? Only to turn around and potentially lose 10? Baby, uno motherfucking reverse. Do you hear me? I know the Texas Democrats looked at that and was like, I don't think they know they're going to possibly lose these seats. So we're going to throw all these theatrics at them. We're going to break quorum. We're going to do all the things to show them what's wrong with their plan. But we're not going to show them the parts of it that's really going to help us out. They're not the brightest crayons in the crayon box. I can tell you right now the Texas Republicans are not the brightest crayons in the crayon box, because this is the ultimate Uno reverse.
Think about it. What if Dems knew that the maps would backfire all along? Because the GOP only is doing what Donald Trump says. Right out blatantly cheating, right out blatantly doing the things that we know are wrong. But Democrats, hopefully, this plan was to pretend all the hand-wringing, all of that opposition was just theater to bait Republicans into overplaying their hands. Oh my God, if that's true, that is a brilliant move. That is like an Uno reverse card that even I didn't see. I'm talking about falling for the banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah. We're not going to fall for a banana in the tailpipe.
I mean, you can't get more crazy than that. The GOP, if this is done by the Democrats, if they really did this, the GOP fell for it hook, line, and sinker. And in the process, they showed themselves to be who they really are. And that is a hateful, tyrannical group of people who are incapable of truly leading a people, who are not for the people, but for themselves, for power, for control. There is no American dream as long as Republicans like the ones in Texas and the ones over there in Washington are in charge. Hispanics, what are you going to do? Texas voters, what are you going to do? Stop talking and be about it. But here's the heart of the matter. It's not just about maps. It's about people. Everyday Texans realizing that Republicans, they don't give a damn about them.
Your move, Texas voters. What you gonna do? They shown you who they are. They said fuck your town halls, fuck your phone calls, and fuck your protests. They don't care. They went and redrew these maps regardless. This is how much they don't respect you. They're not even trying to earn your vote no more. They're not even trying to work for you. Imagine giving a job to somebody, and once they get that job, they do whatever they can to make sure they keep the job and disregard the person who gave them the job. You can fall for any kind of buzzwords that you can fall for left, dim, woke, drag, whatever. No drag queen took away your health care. They did. No trans person fired you from your federal job. They did. There's no liberal voting against your kids being safer in school. They are. And if you don't believe me, you can go look. That's what's the craziest thing about all this. All of these elected officials, their voting records, you can go look them up. This is not secret shit. You can go look and see what these people chose for you and voted against you on.
MAGA loves to scream about representing the people. But when their own people need help, when their towns are flooded, when their hospitals close, when their jobs disappear, these politicians, they're ghosts. They only show up to fan the flames of division, or to do photo ops, or to blame everything on someone else, which isn't a sign of leadership, by the way. They never actually fix shit. I mean, really think about it. They don't fix shit. They cause more problems than they create. They're basically mogwais that got fed after midnight and became goddamn gremlins. And if you all don't vote the right way, you're just allowing them to just fall into the waters of despair for the rest of the country and for the rest of our lives. And now, it's decision time for Texas voters. Like the brother said, it's your move. Now, I don't live in Texas, and I don't pretend to know everything about Texas, but I have family in Texas, and they have to deal with Governor Hot Wheels all the time. If Governor Greg Abbott isn't sweating bullets at this point, then I don't know what's going to do it for him. You see, Abbott thought he could rig the election forever. He wants to cozy up to Donald Trump, maybe hoping to have aspirations for higher office later. But this man is no leader. He's also a dictator in the making.
I will make it my life mission to not only get Greg Abbott Hot Wheels out of that chair. I mean, I can't do that, but you know what I mean. Get him out. I'll make it my life mission to flip all of those seats blue. All 10. All it takes is to energize the state. We have more registered Democrats in this state than Republicans and independents. If there was a 70%, if not close to a 70% turnout every single time we participate in these contests, we would go blue every time. And if Texas goes blue, that changes the landscape. That gives Democrats all kinds of power.
But if these maps flip like they might, the man's legacy will be, I tried to cheat, and I lost harder than if I just played fair. That's poetic justice right there. And matter of fact, I hope his wheelchair gets flats. But that's not the way Republicans operate. They know that their policies are unpopular. Texas could be a great state. It's not as great as it could be. Instead of leaning on the diversity, it leans on the division. It leans on the hate. He leans on the rhetoric. Wake up, Texas. You all can change this shit if you try, if you want to.
The reason why they get away with this stuff is because a lot of y'all are so tribalized. Y'all don't pay attention to regular shit. It's there for you to look at. Forget the hate, because you can't feed your family off hate. I know they gave you these immigrants to hate, these black and brown people to hate, these trans, these gay people to hate. Okay, but what happens when that wears off? You still gotta eat. You still need a job. Your kids still need to be safe in school. You gonna still need to see a doctor eventually. So go look, see what they chose for you, and if they have not put forth anything to help you, why do you want them to still have the job?
At the end of the day, this is what happens when you rule with arrogance. Texas Republicans thought they could outsmart the people, but you can't silence demographics. You can't erase change. They thought gerrymandering was the golden ticket. Turns out it might be their downfall, and I'm here for it. So to my people in Texas, pay attention. This is history in motion. The GOP might be cracking under the very weight of their own lies. But it won't matter unless folks get out, get loud, and vote like their future depends on it. Because it does. Stay vigilant, stay engaged, stay revolutionary.